Chrisley case in particular, what do you think of the president's pardons of those two?
Well, it's certainly interesting, John, and it has, you mentioned, it has really caused a lot of criticism and controversy here. Mainly, people are saying, look, this isn't fair. These people are high profile, wealthy white people who came out and stole, according to the allegations, over $30 million. And the allegations here don't even appear to be challenged by the Trump administration. No one has come out and said that they were not guilty. What the administration has said is they were over sentenced. So the critics are saying, well, what is the appropriate sentence then for someone who is allegedly stole over $30 million? If not 7 or 12 years, what is it? And that's where we are with that case.
I want to put up on screen the list of some of the pardons and commutations that the president has issued just within the last week or 10 days. There are some pretty well-known names among them. John Rowland, the former governor of Connecticut. Then you see Todd and Julie Chrisley down there near the bottom. Also the commutations of Harry O. and Larry Hoover. It is in the president's power. I mean, the Constitution gives him that power to do it. Generally, presidents wait until the last couple of days of their administrations, but President Trump isn't shy about trotting out his pardon pen early on.
That's true, John. And here's the thing. There is no question he has the power to do it. He certainly does. I think the question that some people are raising at this point is, should he be doing it on some of these people? Now, on that list that you just showed a moment ago, there are some individuals on there, such as there's a couple of gentlemen from the area I'm from, Palm Beach County, Florida, Tanner Mansell and John Moore. They were divers who came across some fishing line, and there was a controversy where they were accused by the state of theft. And it was a case that has really made headlines here for a long time because many people felt that they were wrongly prosecuted and then convicted. In fact, even some of the appellate court judges in that case, one in particular, spoke about her displeasure of the fact that they were the charges were even brought against them. So there is a valid use for these pardons, and some of these individuals are going to be cases that the general public can get behind and will support and agree with President Trump's decision to pardon people. And I think those two gentlemen are a good example of that. But others might, people are obviously being a little more critical of the large either theft or crimes involving violence.
It's not just the president. I mean, he has a team of people looking at this, even as a pardons czar, Alice Marie Johnson. Listen to what she has to say.
One of the things that I look for is rehabilitation. If that person is incarcerated, have they rehabilitated? Have they admitted? Not only admitted, but are they remorseful for what they've done? I look at what the staff says about them. I look at, do they pose a safety risk to the community? That's one of the big things, because we don't want to release someone that would pose a risk to the community.
We don't want to release someone who would pose a risk to the community. Any problems with her set of codes there?
No, well, John, I'm really glad you played that clip, because if we look at that in comparison to the first clip showed here with Sean Combs, and we have to ask ourselves, if those are the criteria she's looking at, that specifically that this person cannot pose a risk to the community, that it's nonviolent crimes, then just on that alone, Sean Combs would absolutely not be eligible for a pardon. And so it is interesting that she spelled out the criteria that way. And I think if that is the way that they ultimately are evaluating these cases, then Sean Combs has no chance.
Trial attorney Andrea Lewis. We should mention that Sean Combs hasn't been convicted yet. That trial is still underway, and he might not be convicted. We don't know. Andrea Lewis, thank you.